HarperCollins presents The Stand-In Dad by Alex Summers, read by Candida Gubbins. Prologue. Meg looked up at the stars, hoping for an answer. The sky was a dark purple, the sun long gone, and she felt the cold spread around her neck and shoulders. She wished she was wearing Hannah's big pink fluffy jumper, something to comfort her. She felt restless and adrift. All she wanted was Hannah and a blanket and the breakfast they loved, a cup of tea made by somebody else. A biscuit and a hug. She wanted, more than anything else, to be somebody who could have a hard day and run back to their parents' house, to have her dinner made for her before curling up in fresh sheets. She wanted a mother who would stroke her face and tell her everything was going to be okay. Meg wondered, after what had happened, if she had ever had those parents. Her heart, she noticed, was beating faster than ever. If only she could have a normal wedding. Now, if she went back in, they would be waiting for her to decide what to do. But if she went home, she'd be found there too. She didn't want to see anyone. Breathe in for 3, hold for 4, breathe out for 5. She tried it, but it didn't work. The idea of returning to normal felt too much. She let the panic take her over. Maybe this was what she deserved. Screw the breathing exercises, screw calm. Maybe her parents were in the right, and maybe she had been so stupid to expect that she'd be allowed a wedding like everybody else had had. A car rushed past, suddenly out of nowhere, and she pictured it driving into a puddle, the water splashing all over her. Surely it was one of those days. Now Meg began to run. She didn't know where she wanted to be, but it wasn't here in the street, where anybody she knew from when she'd grown up could see her. She didn't want to be found. She wanted to be invisible. The air braced her lungs, and there was drizzle on her face and all round her mouth as she tried to breathe. She kept going, her legs stamping into puddles on the pavement, her arms swinging, and soon she couldn't tell the rain from the teardrops streaming down her face. Chapter 1. David. No matter what David tried, he couldn't get the new mixed bouquets to sit right. He must have been crouched down in the window of the shop for 10 minutes before he, or maybe his knees, gave up, and he moved on to the rest of the morning's list. After clearing out some stagnant grey water from the peonies and spraying the most tricky houseplants, he returned to the window and spun the bouquets round one last time, about 90 degrees. No, this wouldn't do. He bent down again. "Come on, little guys," he said under his breath. They were beautiful, fresh from Holland, delivered at 5 in the morning, and arranged by his hand 2 hours later. A white, pink and orange mix for any occasion, lilies and chrysanthemums and snapdragons, wrapped in crisp brown paper with the shop's logo on. He continued to fiddle with some of the stems. Sometimes it only took one flower to move to make the whole collection work. Savage Lilies, the flower shop, was his pride and joy. It had been a lifelong dream. A little slice of heaven in Woburn Sands, one of the small towns that dotted the edge of Milton Keynes. The wooden exterior was bright green, repainted last year by his partner Mark and some of the teenagers from the youth club, and the inside was a busy vista of plants, flowers, greeting cards, cafe seating, and a couple of make-your-own bouquet tables he used for evening classes. The shop had ebbs and flows, but they tried to listen to customers, and to Mary Portas, to keep the shop going. Make shopping an experience, she always said. Innovate. What with Mark having a proper job too, they just about
Sample complete. Ready to continue?